If Brotato and Resident Evil's inventory system had a baby, it might be God of Weapons. Not 100% sure about that, but that feels reasonably accurate to say. This is a relatively new-ish game. It's actually been out for a little while, and I've been, well, playing it for a while. And I gotta say, it's, it's a bullet heaven. It's wave-based, which is a little different from some of the more recent ones I've been playing. And I gotta say, it's an interesting and good game. It's a lot of fun, and we are going to add some inventories, crap, things, items around. Hi, we need some magical weapons. Why? Because someone decided to play as the wizard. Hey, look at that. Another magic staff, and that's really not the correct setup for everything, but it's going to have to work for the time being. Ooh, Ice Wand. We do have some potential room. We'll go ahead and lock that guy, and then we'll move on to the next floor. So, as I said, this is a wave-based bullet heaven, so you're basically just going to be running around and, slaughtering enemies like crazy. Character I'm playing right now, as I said, is the wizard, so we're all about magical power, and in this case, that is kind of translating into using a staff to fire beams of magic that happen to pierce through everything, which kind of good for, doing some extra damage, potentially. I like the sound of that, By that, I mean, hitting more than one guy at once. I mean, come on, doesn't get much better than that. Apparently, the wizard has some sort of shield or something, which this is actually the first time I've played the wizard character, so I don't really have a whole lot that I can say about it. We are trying to add things such that we can, in fact, oh shoot, I don't remember what we needed for spacing, so I think that'll work so that we can fit this guy in here. Okay, I'm going to have to move some things around. So as I said, it's kind of there's an element of this game that reminds me of Resident Evil, and I'm pretty sure it's Resident Evil. I don't know, it's been a minute since I played. I want that over there, don't ask why. Resident Evil's, we don't want that one, inventory system, which has always been an interesting thing, I thought. I mean, granted, it's been a long time since I played a Resident Evil, but I'm pretty sure I remember having limited space and having to kind of move things around to make everything fit. And that adds a really interesting element to this game, because you can't just go willy-nilly adding tons of stuff everywhere and be like, cool, I'm good. No, you're actually going to run out of space, and then you're not going to be able to, I don't know, make it to the next level, because you're just not going to have what you need. The kind of interesting thing with that is that I said it's kind of like Brotato, because Brotato, is wave-based. Oops, I did not mean to pick that one. I wanted to start building on, the side. And I don't know why I wanted to start building on the side. I just did. Good grief. I keep having to re-roll so I can get the spot I want. That'll have to do. I don't think we can make this fit. We have enough squares, but it's kind of the wrong shape given some of the things we have. I don't really want to get rid of this stuff. I like movement speed. We'll just have to see if there's something else we can get that we can sneak into there. I mean, at the very least, we could use some more of the big staves, which I realize we don't have the room for them right now. Oh, that'll work just fine. Look at that. That guy managed to sneak in there. Could do this guy too, although that's not really going to be good. So I think we'll just roll with that. And I don't know. I mean, I guess we can re-roll a couple more times to see if there's any single slot items that'll help us out, but that's good. We'll just go ahead and run with that. Brotato kind of works on the same general premise we have here. It's a wave-based shooter with a potato that has more or less multiple arms, so you can have a variety of weapons. But with Brotato, you can pick up basically unlimited upgrades. And I guess pick up is the wrong word. You can purchase unlimited upgrades. With this game, though, you can only have as many upgrades as you can sneak into your inventory, which means having to do a little bit of a balancing act between weapons and then all those upgrades that are going to give you the little extra stuff to, maybe give you the speed you need, the lifesteal, whatever all the various things are. So it's an interesting dance, and it's one that I don't think I've really... Dang, we are so close to being able to get another one of the big guys in there. I don't think I've really seen much of this before, at least not in this particular variation. This game seems to be a little stingier than Brotato in terms of giving you upgrades that don't have a bunch of negatives on them. As you can see, we picked up a couple little things. I mean, we could do this one. I mean, just for the giggles, sure. The additional dodge is not going to be a bad thing. Kind of wonder about this one. That's a melee weapon, so that's no good. Maybe we'll lock that guy into place for the next round. And I mean, it's going to be a minute before we can get up to the point where we're able to... Oh, shoot, man, this is awful. That 7% is not really worth it, but I figured we'll probably be just fine and be able to keep everyone away. It's still early days as far as this run is concerned, but we're going to have to figure out how to get all of the inventory space we need so that we can... Hey, there we go. There's a little bit of food by way of the barrel. And there's an invulnerability by way... No, that was a crit chance, I think. Or, no, that was the free level up. Good grief. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. That's the invulnerability. Yeah, this will be fine. We'll end up being okay, I think, long run. We got 7 spaces to work with now, so let's start expanding up here. Because, no. We need to start filling in the blanks over here. Come on, there you go. You want to do it. Trust me. Here, we'll do that one. And then it looks like adjacent magic items grant +1 magic power. So we are going to move all of these guys up here. Come on. Come on. You want to move. Trust me. Because we want to increase our magical power. There we go. That gives us 15 instead of 13. So that's a free damage boost just like that. And that's still, I mean, gosh, I would like to get a bunch more of those guys, but we only have so much space. Is the die worth it? Luck, crit chance? I don't want to lose attack speed. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of just like, I don't really want to take anything that's going to be lowering things too much. That lifesteal one's not bad. Well, maybe we'll take that just for the giggles. Since we're not really finding much for recovery, I'm not a big fan of lifesteal in Brotato or this game. Although, I'm not sure if the beam can do lifesteal on each enemy hit. If it can, then that might actually work out really well for this character. I'm not 100% sure how that works. But going from 7% to 12% lifesteal would be a pretty significant upgrade, I think. I mean, either way, we're going to be fine for a minute. I mean, look at this. Got that guy. We'll just go pick up this guy. Look at that. We're perfect. I mean, I'm not even bothering to dodge because really there's no need. Nothing is getting close enough for it to matter. Of course, now that I say that, some of these guys are a little close, but whatever. Minor details. There we go. Look at that. See? Just fine. We need to add 2 more spaces, so we'll just add down here in the corner. As we continue on, we will, of course, be adding slots here and there, but we're also going to have to be getting a little choosy here about what we throw in, and ideally we'll be able to find some upgrades like this guy. We're going to lock this in place because I'm hoping that we can get enough slots in fairly short order that we can do an upgrade with it. Ooh, I don't really want to lose 4 vitality. We don't really have much because we're already dealing with the wizard class, which has negative vitality to start. That's kind of bad news. I do kind of like that this game has some different things that you can use in between levels, too. Ooh, I wouldn't mind that one. I mean, we don't really have a lot of resource gain right now, but we'll just call it good enough. By the different things you can use, I mean, stuff you can use in between rounds. Like one of those was a healing potion. You can use that and it'll heal your health. Like, I mean, exactly what it sounds like, in between rounds. That's fantastic. There's also stuff that will give you some sort of permanent stat gain between rounds. I'm not sure if you can get a limited number of those, but I haven't seen many of them after I start buying them, so it seems like maybe there's a somewhat limited number of those that you can purchase at any given time. So far, Wizard class is doing pretty well. I mean, basically cleaning up here. As far as I can tell, you can run around and pick up all these things, or you can just maybe wait until they get picked up. I'm not 100% sure if it matters. Do you have to pick them up first? Can you wait? I don't know. I'm still maybe trying to work my brain around that one. We're going to be close to adding another staff, but we're not going to be there quite yet. I should mention, too, that this game just recently got updated. Ooh, look at that. That's fancy. +2 magic power. Oh, that one we actually want. because it's going to be magic power and attack speed. I don't know that projectile speed matters, but we're not using melee, so I'm good with that. Okay, we'll just carry that forward onto the next round. I don't know, this is, it is what it is. I think maybe you do need to pick up all these guys before the level ends. I'm not 100% sure about that. But I was going to say the game just recently got updated. From the time I'm playing it, it got updated, I don't know, maybe 3 days ago, and it was a big update. I don't remember if this is the game. There were a few games I'm playing with some updates. This might be the game that has the update called The Big Update. A lot of stuff added, some new items, new weapons. The whole way that the maps are generated and displayed looks a little different, like all sorts of stuff going on here, like genuinely a significant update. Just, I mean, this game is not massive in terms of file size, and yet the update was pretty beefy, and a lot of stuff has for sure been added to the game. Oh goodness, we need a reroll here because, nope, need a reroll. There we go. I want this guy over here, and then I suppose what we can do is add that down there, and that'll be fine. So we got to do a little rearranging. We're going to rotate you and then move all these guys, come on, up here. And then we'll see if we can do a combine now. So this is something that was just added, combine. Oh, we only need 2 of these to combine. Well, shoot. Should have already done that. Yes, combine. Wait a minute. Okay, select that one. And then do I have to go all the way down to the bottom to do the combine? Oh, square, got it. I should mention too that this game does in fact support the buttons, the keys, the whatever on the PlayStation controller, even though I think Steam complained that maybe it didn't. Steam's wrong. It works just fine. So that technically now leaves us another slot for another staff. And I do realize that, yes, we can, in fact, maybe what we can do is we can move this guy over here, because that'll let us buy another ice wand. And then the ice wand, we need 3 of those guys, and that's an upgraded one. That's a blue, so that's not really going to, we're not going to be able to upgrade that one just yet. Good grief. We need another one of these guys. That's only a tier 1. I don't really want to buy tier 1s anymore. I mean, we just, whatever. It's fine here. Is the pipe any good? Damage at the expense of range. We could probably afford that realistically. We don't really need the range per se. That one's probably not bad for us. I realize that's going to take from lifesteal a little bit, but the additional recovery is fine, and we can always use the magic damage. So I'm good with all of that. We got some upgrades out of that. We got additional weapon. We got upgraded weapon. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is not a bad setup right now. I don't know that this run's going to go all the way, but I'm going to take it to wherever it ends. And then when we're done, we'll go and talk about some more of the just character and upgradey sort of stuff. Because, I don't know, I mean, I can tell you about it right now, but it's almost easier to just show you, you know? So we haven't really seen much yet of the elite enemies. I'm not sure we have, at least. These guys look like regulars so far, and they're, I don't know, they're getting pretty steamrolled, so that's fine. Like I said, I think we have a pretty decent setup going. We're doing a good chunk of damage. Let's just start building up on the side. That's fine. Because I would like to, if I can, that's a tier 1, so we don't want that one. I would like to maybe figure out if we can move things around a little bit. Crit chance. You know, one of the things I'm kind of ignoring here, and that I shouldn't be ignoring, is that the way you open up additional characters or classes, whatever you want to refer to it in the game as, is by getting stats basically bumped up pretty high. Like, you know, getting crit chance up to, like, I don't know, 60 or 65, or movement up to 60, that sort of thing. That, ooh, I haven't tried those. Let's go ahead and lock that for next time around. Maybe we'll end up with some space for that and we can make that work. Oh, this might be one of the ones we can use. So random damage, attack speed, or move speed by 5. Sure. That's going to make an elite appear. So we'll go ahead and use that. That gave us move speed. Wow, 5 move speed. Excellent. I'll take that. I am not upset by that at all. I will gladly take the I don't know, bring on the elite. I don't really care. It's fine. It's fine. Kind of tempted to go with this guy just to get more recovery and dodge chance. Sure, let's do it. All right, let's call that good. Next floor. Let's see what sort of elite we get. Which one's going to show up? Who are you going to be? So far, they have not appeared. There he is. There's the elite. Yeah, we got this. No problem. This guy's going to get wrecked. Maybe. Oh, 2 of them? All right, well, that's not fair at all. Hi, how you doing? This is what I call fair. Invulnerability, and then I just stand in front of you, and you die. Perfect. Oh, wow. Big spider. I don't remember the spiders. I wonder if those are new. I can't remember if I've seen all the various enemies in the game. Maybe I have seen those before. I don't know. That maybe rings a bell, having, you know, shooting something and then it, I don't know, turns into smaller things. Maybe? I'm not sure. I realize I'm taking a lot of damage there. I was trying to make sure that we're picking up all the things because I'm still not entirely sure. I still think maybe you need to pick up stuff before the level ends. I think that's how Brotato worked. And it sure seems like when the level ends on this one, all the things are flying to you, but I can't really tell if you're actually collecting them as well, so whatever. Okay, we'll just kind of upgrade like that. And then this guy, we're going to move you right there in the hopes that we can find another big ol' honkin'... Wow, look at that axe, dude. That's awesome. That's a nice looking axe, I just got to say. I do enjoy the graphics in this game. They're pretty good looking. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I mean, that's just a good upgrade for us, so... 31 magic power, yeah, that's pretty beefy. I mean, we could... That one wouldn't be bad, too, just to have some armor and the additional vitality because we have so much negative vitality going on, sure. I'm going to end up having regrets because I'm going to want to change all these things out, but maybe we'll be able to find some upgrades somewhere. I don't know. If we do that guy, the lifesteal glove... No, I don't really want to do that one. Now that we've gotten everything upgraded, it's fine. This is probably one of the things we should move around with. At the start of the floor, grant shield that absorbs damage. Shield absorbs more damage for every magic power given by adjacent items. I mean, these are magic items. I'm not sure they're all enchanted. Is that... How is that not... I wonder if there's a bug with that guy. Yeah, I mean, maybe it means the items themselves, not the weapons. Here, just for argument's sake, here, let's put this guy outside. And then I'm going to move this guy over. Nope. I'm going to move you, rotate you, put there. No, there's no shield bonus for that, and that's near... I mean, it's near... I guess maybe the herb is not considered magical. I don't know. Let me move things around a little more. Ah, there we go. So the crystal herb, or crystal flower, is indeed considered magical. So that's what I should be doing, is moving things like that. So here, let's maybe... I got to figure out how to do this now, because if I can get this stuff moved around right... we can get some pretty significant bonuses, but I've also just rearranged things such that not everything fits anymore, which is fantastic here. I don't want to fight with this right now. We need a few more spots to make it work, so I'm just going to call it good. We'll go to the next round. That does give us a pretty significant bonus on the shield, though, from 15 to 24, although it looks like I know we can do some more improvements because it was at 30. Ooh, we unlocked the Warlock. I didn't see what the achievement was for. But that's going to be a variation, I believe, of the Wizard. It's going to be the Warlock. So that's one of the other fun things I haven't really mentioned yet, and I guess we can talk about that a little bit. There's maybe, I don't know, 8 or 10 different characters. Honestly, I don't remember off the top of my head. But the fun part with that is there are variations. There's 3 different variations for each character. There's the standard one and then 2 variants. So each of the variants, or I mean, I guess each, you can call all of them a variant, really. They each kind of have their own default setting skills, etc. that makes things kind of interesting, really. It makes it so that you really do end up with a little more variety than you otherwise might. What if we move this guy here? So that gives us 15 now, versus if it's over here, it's only 9. So that gives it 2 items to play with. That's fine. I mean, that doesn't really leave us any room for anything, but we can re-roll a little bit just to see if there's anything of interest in here. I already forgot. You were just crit chance. Damage, we don't care about that. The mushroom, that's going to be melee power, experience. Most of these things I'm not interested in here. We can do that guy just for the giggles. I mean, it's not that big a deal. We can afford it. Drill arrow. Oh, interesting. That's one of the new items, I believe, in this most recent update. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that is one of the brand new items, is the drill arrow. I'm not really seeing many upgrades here for our weapons. I'm just looking for higher quality weapons, if nothing else. All right, we're going to have to stop because it's getting prohibitively expensive. Every time you re-roll, the cost goes up. That was up to 84 for a single re-roll there. That's a little too much for my blood there, even though we added an additional 5% resource gain. Nah, a little too much. I mean, we're going to end up with a bunch of resources. Don't worry about that too much, but you still need to be able to afford whatever it is you want to buy, you know? You can re-roll like crazy and then you can't afford it. Well, I mean, save it till the next round, I guess, but at some point you still need to be able to buy it. All right, let us go see if there are any more things over here to pick up. Doesn't really look like it. This is kind of a beefier round. We're not getting a ton of guys, so it seems like we're not really getting a ton of drops for that matter in terms of the gold or the experience gain. It's kind of a shame. We got 1 level. There's a freebie right there. We'll take that. Definitely take the freebie level. We want that. We want that. We want that. And then let us start adding more squares over here. And then just trying to figure out how we can maximize that. We can probably move this guy over here. That's not considered a magical item. Okay. I was just kind of testing. So is the voodoo doll considered a magical item? Nope. I guess this one's going to have to be a magic item because we already know it's a magic item. There you go. Works for me. I don't know if we have enough space at this point for anything else of interest. We're still kind of at the point where we really need to find just some better weapons because we're going to start running into a wall here where we're just not going to be able to push through. We're going to, I mean, we really need to increase damage. That's a good way to do it right there. That's some extra damage. I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of looking for anything I can get. Ooh, the elf shot, that's another new thing. +1 magic power, +1 projectile power. I don't really want to lose the recovery just because we don't have a ton of that yet. All right, we're going to have to call that good, I think. Maybe what we'll do is we'll hold that guy for next time. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's a tier 3 staff. Oh, buddy. Okay, so hold on. Let's do this now. I know I could have combined these things earlier. Okay, combine those. That's going to give us a tier 3 staff. And then we're going to add this guy. And with a little luck, we'll be able to replace the crappy staff with a better one. But that gives us 2 tier 3 staves and then 1 crappy tier 1. So that's a pretty significant upgrade right there. This arena is much larger than the previous ones. Look at this. You know, and it's funny. I've been playing this game for, I don't even know, a couple weeks now. And I've kind of gotten used to the presentation of the game, this, you know, kind of isometric 3D sort of thing. Honestly, at first, I didn't really like it because I just couldn't entirely see what was going on, or I felt like I couldn't see what was going on in the maps. But at this point, I think I'm kind of okay with it, and it's fine. I'm just used to it, if nothing else. It's not a big deal. I mean, graphically, I like the look of the game. It's a little cartoony, but it's fun. It looks good. I like it. I have no complaints about that. Like I said, initially, maybe I didn't like the isometric thing as much, but nah, it's all right. That's okay. I would still maybe prefer just straight up top-down or top-down with a much closer closer to a regular top-down and not isometric. I don't know. It's fine, really. It's not a big deal. So let's start adding some additional spots at the bottom there. Wow, we have so many. This is crazy. And then, I mean, I don't know what to do with that guy. We're just going to leave that. We're going to take you. And that, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we find another staff, that's not going to fit. So let's move that around. I know we really need to get some other weapons too, but geez, man, I mean, look at this. We're just getting so many of these gloves. This is not bad at all. I mean, if you can't find the weapons you want, just increase the stats you need. And that maybe will tide you over for the time being. All right, we're going to try and we'll do one more here just to see. Nada. Okay. We can shove one more coin into place here. We've got an empty slot, so here. We'll move you up to here. That way we don't have to play with that later. And then I'm just trying to see if we can cram any more weapon damage in here. If we had more... if we put everything over there, or if we lined up all of our... it's fine. I don't want to think about it too much. There's definitely some optimization that can be done. That is the point I am trying to make. But somewhere along the way, I get into inventory management fatigue. Like, I just get tired of moving everything around, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So it's okay. I'm fine with this. I mean, we're moving along. We're doing damage. We're okay. We're hanging in there. I'm feeling pretty decent about this run so far. I don't know that we're going to... I don't know that this is going to be a winner. I'm not saying that, but I'm feeling like we've got at least a couple more floors in us. Although all it takes is one floor for things to go sideways, and the next thing you know, yeah, you have regrets. Oh wow, that was like a big meteor that came down from that barrel, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's what happened there. Yeah, look at that. I just keep seeing these big old meteors drop down. Maybe that's one of the enemies doing that. Timing of it was just kind of weird the first time. It was like, was that the barrel? Was that the enemy? I'm not sure. All right, so let's start adding over here. I'm fine with this. And then, ooh, what are you? You are the Shadow Hood. Dodge and move speed, and I don't think we want the monocle. So we'll re-roll again. Ooh, that guy looks kind of fun. 25% damage and plus 10% enemy amount. I don't care about that. We have enough piercing damage that it wouldn't really matter. I don't think we have any luck. We do have a little luck that we could sacrifice. These wands are just trash. They're trash level wands. I'm not happy with that. I mean, you got this guy right here, the tier 4 crushing hammer. It's kind of a nice thing there. Elf shoes. I mean, we'll take that. At this point, I'm just kind of taking anytime I see... Ooh, that's kind of not a bad one. Where is our crit chance right now? It's just straight up, but our attack speed is pretty high. So we'll go ahead and bump the attack speed because we've been taking all the attack speed by way of the enchanted fingers. See if we can get... Oh, that cuff. That's just some straight up armor. Sure. I mean, it's not looking like we're going to find what we want at this point, so... I don't know. We can get an additional 12 dodge. Sure, we'll take that. That's fine. Because that's going to give us 12, so... I mean... I'm not upset with that at all. And then... I think at this point, we're just kind of stuck with what we have, you know? I don't really want that guy for magic power. I don't want to increase crit by 5, only to... here, we got to lock that guy. Drop vitality by 5. So we got another staff, so if we can get a few more spots, then we should be able to make this work. And I know we could have just put things outside the box and then upgrade it, but honestly, that's just kind of a pain in the butt. It's probably faster and easier if you're using the mouse, keyboard, etc. I don't know, I've gotten to the point where I like to play these games with a controller, and I have my preferred controller that fits my hand, and I like the weight and feel of it, and etc., and so I just want to use that. And I'm okay with that, and if you want to use mouse and keyboard and it works for you, that's awesome. I sometimes play with mouse and keyboard. Just, I don't know, sometimes I don't, you know? I should tell you too, kind of burying the lead on this, but if you're looking to play this game on a Steam Deck or some other portable device, it runs well on the Steam Deck. I'm not saying you're going to get 90 frames or something for the whole thing, assuming you're playing on one of the OLED devices, but it does run well. I run it... oh, we unlocked the Ranger. Deal a total of 50,000 damage with ranged weapons. So I think that might be a whole new character that was just unlocked. Not 100% sure. So here, let's go ahead and move this stuff. And then we're going to put you on the outside, because we're going to buy this guy. And then we will combine with that one. And combine. And we'll just move you back over to here. I think that's the better decision, is to have that in place over there. And then we do have a little bit of money, so I guess we can see if there's anything else we can get. Sure, buy that. I'm just kind of like, whatever, buy it. Yep, buy that. We'll go ahead and deal with the... we got crit chance and maybe attack speed, both? I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't want to lose luck. Ooh, what is this one? Liquid Rainbow. This is one of the new ones. Permanently increase one random stat among melee, projectile power, and magic power by 3 to 5. And decrease one. Nope, I'm out. As soon as you said decrease one, I'm out. I don't want to decrease anything right now. We're at the point where we have a build that is working. I don't want to sacrifice it. That is an Ice Wand tier 2. So what do we have up here? We have a tier 2 and we have a tier 1. And we need 3 of those guys to make that work. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just sell this and we'll buy the tier 2 and we'll call that good, because you need 3 of those versus the 2 we need for our big old beefy stabs. Probably because the stabs take 6 spots instead of like 4 or whatever the ice wand is. There's our elite that has spawned. Ow. By way of the potion. All right. Have a seat, elite. I mean, that guy was doing some damage, I'm not going to lie. That one freaked me out a little bit. And we have plowed through our shield, partly because of the elite, partly because I'm just not paying attention when I'm running around him. I'm all like, yeah, we can kill everything before it does anything, and then it, it doesn't die. Minor details. If I haven't already mentioned it, we are going to floor 20. This is like Brotato, as I have said. If you're not familiar with Brotato, then you might not know that 20 waves is what we're doing. So floor 20, that's where we're going to wrap this bad boy up. I saw that barrel appear. Let's grab that. That way we can make sure we are surviving as best we can as we wrap up the level. All right, my gosh, I don't know that I don't know that I've filled out the box as much as we have this time around. I mean, this is really getting obscene. The Brave Spirit, interesting. Minus 10 armor, plus 2% damage for each 1% move speed, and 1 dodge chance for each 1% move speed. I mean, we just don't have the room, so I can't do anything about that. But we could take this guy just to start bumping up experience gain. I mean, it's probably a little late for that, but that's fine. I mean, we have the resource gain to spare, and that's probably not a bad one to take. Projectile power and crit chance. I don't know if... I mean, I'm guessing the weapons we're using here don't count as projectiles per se, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that. Here, we'll just re-roll a couple of times. Oh, that was probably the good one to use. Dang it. I should have used that. Oh, that's a tier 3. That's going to be an upgrade for us. Okay, so just looking, can we, at this point, maybe sacrifice some things to move things around and get better equipment? I mean, this guy is only tier 1, so 28 by 3 versus 60. That's kind of a tough call. I don't know which way is the right way to go on that. I really don't. And we got all these spinners here, which the move speed, I don't really want to sacrifice them. Ugh. Here, maybe what we'll do is we'll lock that and re-roll one more time, and I will think about what I want to do while we're running around on this floor. I mean, at the very least, we could just swap out one of our ice staffs for this guy, but I was kind of hoping that we could be able to find one more just to combine the tier 2s and get a tier 3 out of it, so I don't know, whatever, it's fine. We can't store things outside the box. If you do, they're going to be sold when you try to go to the next floor, so that's not really an option. But we can kind of use the space if other things show up that'll allow us to kind of maximize our current inventory. This floor is getting wrecked, dude. I mean, I realize we've taken some damage, but this floor is getting wrecked. And we're at 17, so this is a pretty decent sign. I mean, we're able to just kind of stand around here and collect everything with reckless abandon. Ooh, take that. Make sure we collect all that gold over there. I saw that big old wave fly by and was like, oh, that's going to hit. Too late. Can't do anything about it now. Can't do anything about it now. Here, let's do something like that. Because what we can do here, I mean, it's not ideal, but we could maybe move this guy over there. And then that one over there. And we're going to have to lose a burnt coin, I think, is how we make this work. Let's see, we do something like, I'm trying to work this out in my head here. We need to go bomb, 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 bomb. And that's not going to work with the way these guys are arranged. Okay, well here, let's see what this is. The box of bombs, more barrels per floor. Plus 5 luck. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff going on with that. I'm not going to worry about it. We don't have the space to make that happen anyway. So that's just, I'm not going to worry about that. We could get rid of this guy. I don't even know. Like, I guess we could get rid of the Scroll of Mastery. I don't know that at this point the additional, I don't know that the additional experience really matters right now. Here, let's just leave that guy right there for the moment. And we're going to move you up to here. And really what we should do is do something like this, because then we can put that guy in place there. And that gives us an additional weapon, which at this point, I will take as many additional weapons as we can get. I mean, that's not a bad one right there. I mean, geez, talk about a pretty decent exchange. I don't know that we can fit that in anywhere. Just, I'm looking, we don't really have any slots where we've got 2. You know what, here, let's just lock that one. And actually, we should probably lock that one too. Wow, look at that guy. Move speed, dodge, attack speed when not moving, dodge chance when not moving. Oh man, there's good stuff in here. Seriously, there's some good stuff in here. But let's just call it good. Let's go to floor 18. I don't feel like standing around all day. We have a pretty good setup. We picked up an additional weapon, so you know, we'll see what we can do. These guys, as soon as they pop up, they're just instantly frozen. That's kind of cool. I mean, not all of them, obviously, but some of them. There's a little, again, there's some maximizing that can be done. We can rearrange all of our weapons so that the ice guys are all near each other or near other weapons so that we can really increase the size of them. We can move all of our stabs around so that everything is lining up and we're gaining additional magic damage, all sorts of things that can be done. I might try to do a little of that before we go into round 20, just to see if I can maybe squeeze a little extra damage out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we need a bunch of magic damage to unlock a character too, so that's kind of one of those things I'm like, I don't know. If we do, then I would like to spend the time doing that, but I'm not 100% sure it's necessary. So we've got 6 spaces here. Let's just let's start lining things up here, and we'll just keep building on the side. That's fine. I'm good with that. Look at that, man. That box is getting huge. So if we take this guy, we're going to lose a little bit of damage, but we will get a ton of resource gain and experience gain for the last couple of floors. We'll take that one for more recovery and magic power because, well, just because. If we take this guy, okay, hold on, we got to do it like this. So we've got to take this wand, this staff here, and then buy that one. And then we can come in here and combine you with you, upgrade that guy, and then take this guy and put it back in the box. Look at that. We are now 3 tier 3 stabs. We can technically upgrade those guys. and get even more out of that. I think they can go to tier 4. Maybe not. I might be wrong, but I think they can. And then let's just see if we could get any more magic power or anything. The armor, sure. I mean, I'll probably dump it if I see something really good come up. Ooh, that one's not bad at all. I mean, I'm kind of even tempted to replace the one we have here. Vitality and armor. Vitality and recovery, but minus armor. We just picked up some armor. So here, let's sell this guy, and we will buy that one just for the additional damage and health, rather. My goodness, I can't speak. So this guy can be placed over here. We can do that one down there. And I realize the lifesteal is not really what we're going for, but it's a cheap, easy gain. I'm okay with that. And that's a tier 3 wand. Oh man, we need to just... I think we need to just straight up exchange at this point. So we'll get rid of you, and we're just going to sell you and drop that guy in. That's a pretty big set of upgrades we got there. Multiple weapon upgrades. Got some additional damage upgrades, got a bunch more vitality, and we're close to 100 health with the wizard, which, considering you start with negative 10 vitality, that's not bad. I'm pretty pleased with that. I mean, I know we could do more. I'm not saying this is like amazing and the best thing ever, but I'm pretty pleased with that. That's pretty good. And this is turning into one heck of a long run, by the way. This is what happens in these games. You play 20 rounds that are like a minute each, but because of all the level ups and then all the stuff going on in between, yeah, it takes you a minute to get through. But that's okay, I don't mind. It's a good game. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. One of these days I'll get around to unlocking all the characters. I mean, technically I still haven't unlocked all of them in Brotato, and man, I have put some hours into Brotato, let me tell you. That was my, probably the first game on the Steam Deck I really just plowed into with just massive amounts of time. And you know, it's not necessarily like you're spending a ton of it at once. It's just you do one run, and you know, if it goes poorly, well, you do another one real quick, and if it doesn't, well, you know, maybe spent 30 minutes playing, and there you go. That's it. It's that simple. So we could take, oh gosh, some of these things I just don't even want to deal with anymore. Like, it's just not really going to help us. Vitality, recovery, luck. I don't really want to take negative luck. +1 melee, magic, and projectile power for each recovery. That's actually super significant. Okay, hold on. We can make this work. Like, seriously, we are making this work right now. So we're going to move you over here and you over here. And then this guy, look at this. We're going to get 1 magic power for each 2 recovery, and then our recovery effectiveness is reduced to 25%. Done. We have unlocked Spellblade by way of reaching 50 magic power. Okay. I mean, I don't care that recovery was just knocked down a little bit, or effectively is knocked down behind the scenes. We just picked up so much extra damage that this should be a steamroll. This is the last floor. Bring on the boss. Let's see what happens. I mean, as long as I'm not an idiot, we should be able to just absolutely curb stomp this guy. I mean, look at this. Let's get wrecked already. I'm going to actually stop and pick up the money, because that's how big of a jerk I am. Yeah. This is looking hitless so far, because nothing can even approach. We have so much damage. There you go. That's a win with the wizard without even getting touched on the last level. Oh, man. Got an achievement for winning with only enchanted weapons. 346,000 damage done. I would like to know the DPS of each weapon, but it doesn't give you that, unfortunately. So this is kind of what we were looking at beforehand. So we just unlocked the Spellblade. So 1 melee power for each 2 magic power, and 1 magic power for each 2 melee power. So it's kind of, you know, the, well, it's a Spellblade. It's exactly what it says. We'll take that for right now, but I just want to show you this game. Someone in here, someone making this game. Oh, that's the Ranger. The Ranger's under the Hunter, so melee power. Anyway, I don't need to read all this stuff. But someone who plays this game is a Bloodborne fan. I can only assume, because I didn't point it out earlier, but you saw the Hunter's hat, and then now you see this guy here, the Hunter. I mean, come on. This just screams Bloodborne. So you can see there's, like I said, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 different characters. You have different varieties on each of them, which is cool. Oh, the Warlock is not one of the mage characters. It's its own character. Gosh, that's awesome. That's great. So you have some different things you can do over here. You can, the Monolith of Wishes. Doing these things will unlock rewards. This gives us the keys that we can use for other things, I guess. Then we have some upgrades over here that we can spend with all of these little stones we had. We got a bunch of them for winning that match. And you can see there's, just a whole list of stuff. The Titanite drop, that's what we're carrying right now. Tier up, so, oh, here, look at that, take that. I mean, 30 Titanite stones to increase the starting rank of your weapon. I mean, not bad. But lots of different things here, consumable items, free rerolls, dash cooldowns, all your different powers, all that sort of stuff. If we kind of come around over here, not much in this corner, but this corner here, I'm just kind of showing you the whole area, has the armory where you can see the different things we've unlocked. And you get these by way of doing a variety of things, like defeat 20 elite enemies, or, I don't know, win a run with 0 or less lifesteal. I mean, that should be pretty easy, actually. Because, like I said, I'm not a big fan of lifesteal. These are all the different weapons and things that are in the game. I really love this. This is part of the new update, too, that they're all up on these shelves and on these different weapon racks. It's just really cool. It's just really well done. And I think that more or less covers the game. It's good stuff. I highly recommend, if it's in your budget, pick this game up. It's a lot of fun. It's very well done. The inventory management stuff sometimes is a lot of fun, sometimes is a little frustrating. But overall, really, truly, genuinely enjoy the crap out of this game. Catch you in another one. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.